The release of Modern Horizons 3 is sure to be an absolute banger, as it might be the most anticipated set of the year. This product is already flying off shelves, and thanks to content creator box openings and a lot of the cards being out there in hands for the first time, we are seeing sales go through the roof. But there's a product in particular that's popping off. This thing is heading to the moon, and I want to evaluate that today, discuss, did we miss our chance to get it cheaper, or is there a chance of crash on the horizon? And I want to dig into the sealed product secondary market for MH3 as a whole, and talk about all of the craziness that's going on. So, all right, let's roll the intro and get into it. The Magic the Gathering secondary market is, it's an important part of our ecosystem. Whether we support it, like it, or hate it, it feeds a lot of our community. There are people that live near game stores that might be, well, let's say less than reputable, or not by game stores at all. So we kind of take that process, we look at TCG Player, we collect every single sold listing of sealed product, and we add it to the data vault and put it on cardboardfinance.com. That project is supported by the channel members here to help it so I don't have to pay all the server costs out of my pocket. So if you want to support that vision, get discounts on box openings, things like that, it's $5. Click the link below. But Modern Horizons 3 is a perfect example of why we do stuff like this, because the secondary market for this product is going absolutely haywire. We see products selling in insane numbers, we see increases, we see decreases, and yes, we see that product going to the moon. So there's a lot to talk about today, plus my speculation on that mooning product and its potential and eventual value. Spoiler alert, I think it's going to change pretty drastically. But let's get into it without, getting too deep down that rabbit hole and look at Modern Horizons 3 as a whole. And this right here is cardboardfinance.com. This is where we store all the information. The data vault is exposed to the public. And when looking at Modern Horizons 3, we have passed an important number. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we have surpassed $3 million of community spend. That's right, $3 million of our dollars as fans have left our pockets, been sent out into the ether to bring sweet, sweet Magic the Gathering product back into our homes. And we see 22,000 total units sold, flying out the door as individual boxes, some as cases, some as individual boxes. It's been a wild ride, and atop this list, surprisingly, to me, is still the Play Booster box. We have a lot of criticisms about Modern Horizons 3, and the Play Booster box when it comes to pricing, draft experience, but this product is still doing extremely well on the secondary market. And the wild thing with this, Play Booster box and the number of sales that have happened is the stability. Now, when we think Play Booster box, we often think set booster box of, others. So we associate the Play Booster box with set booster boxes. And we have seen Wizards of the Coast, to their credit recently, have wildly stable and successful both set and play booster boxes, as we see a play booster box here in Outlaws of Thunder Junction, and as we want to look at wildly stable set booster box, we look no further than Lost Caverns of Ixalan, where the set booster box is, well, it's not only stable, but it was stable for a long time and is finally actually seeing an uptick in value. When was the last time we saw regular Magic boxes available on shelves just to the every human at a normal price point go up in value? This is a wild experience. Now, yes, we say all that while skipping over the Play Booster box from Karlov Manor because, well, let's face it, this thing wasn't that great of a product. But I digress. Modern Horizons 3 is a wonderful example of Play Booster boxes and their success right now. I love this product. I love the stability on this product and the numbers that it's selling in. And I also believe, I firmly believe this. Let me put my belief cap on right now. This is going to mimic the MH2 set booster box. I did a video on how I'm spending my money on MH3, and I said, hey, the Play Booster box, I think it's going to be a really good product, but I don't want us to overestimate how available and for how long this thing is going to be. And that sentence was a little bit jumbled, but it's going to be on shelves for a long time, in my opinion. We saw this with MH2. We all went through a phase where we're like, oh, MH2 might be just crazy rare and hyper expensive, and then set booster boxes were available. It was printed into the dirt, and that is a good thing for the box that's meant to sit on shelves and be played with. But the antithesis of that is a focus point for Wizards of the Coast recently, and I think this product has an opportunity to be actually rare. If we look at the collector booster box for MH3, we see that same stability now that things have leveled out, but we also see a good amount of hype as this thing picks up in sales going into June at the stable around $380, $390 price point, somewhere in there. We see hype. Content creators, streamers, personalities, game stores, whatever it is, are opening these products. And while, yes, I am getting a couple cases of MH3 collectors that will be offering to the channel members. If you're in the Discord, I'll put the link below. If you're a channel member, you'll get a discount on buying some box openings right here. I think this product has an opportunity to actually surprisingly be collectible. I know Wizards of the Coast and collectability, especially when it's in the collector booster box, are not known for jiving, but if we take a look at other collector booster boxes, recent collector booster boxes, it seems like, I don't want to say they get it and they're all in, but the Fallout Commander collector booster box is constantly climbing in price. It is a rare and collectible item, and people do want to get their hands on it. They seem to understand, at least in a small amount, that these things have to be collectible. We look at something, Ravnica Remastered, the worst selling Magic the Gathering set so far of 2024, the collector booster box, you know, going up in price, holding a great price point because they are printing seemingly less of these things into the ecosystem. I expect, and this is my big speculation, that collector booster box to follow suit here, and with the popularity of the set, this thing very well could get expensive. $500 maybe? I don't know. I'm not officially calling that yet. But this is not the way most products should work. And actually, the product I want to talk about is the Commander deck set. As we see this thing popping off, it is starting to see this massive uptick. These sales are, you know, kind of going insane right now. And if we take a look on the secondary market at the similar graph, we see this thing, well, it's frankly, it's mooning. This thing is flying to the moon. It is on a spaceship, on a rocket ship to Mars to visit Elon Musk. And this thing is just, you know, frankly, I gotta be honest with you, I did not see this coming. But in my opinion, a word of caution. We've broken down a couple scenarios today. We've talked about the Play Booster Box being, you know, this stable and should be on shelves and satiates this whole need of people to either play limited or crack packs. And we got the Collector Booster Box, and it's really giving us the avenue of collectability. And we're not going to talk about collector decks because they might be really rare. They might be really rare, but I'm looking to reserve judgment as I hear more and more about how many are actually out in the ecosystem and how many people are actually buying them. But we have these Commander deck sets that are looking to fill this need, and that need is the out-of-the-box, sit down at the table and play Magic the Gathering experience. Look, we don't have 60-card Challenger decks. We didn't really take to those as a community. We don't have, you know, well, we do. We got some starter kits. Shout out to the Lord of the Rings starter kit. That was a underrated product. I love that product. But we don't have a ton of out-of-the-box play experiences outside of the Commander deck. And Magic the Gathering is the most played TCG by far in the universe. It's not close. The competition is already over. People play this game more than others. In fact, it's one of the most heralded things about our favorite trading card game. But we lack, without the Commander decks, a real good out-of-the-box play experience. So in my opinion, it would be silly of Wizards of the Coast to make this Commander deck set that we're looking at here, we're looking at these values, a rare product. This should be a readily available product. So while we see the price of this product going up, we see the availability of this product also going up. And I believe, in my opinion, we will see more of this product hit the shelves. Shout out to reprints, restocks, whatever it might be. I cannot imagine we've seen the last of the play or of the Commander decks, or the Play Booster Box. I think both of these products fill a different need. They're siloed into their tasks for our community, for our Magic the Gathering lifestyle, and I believe they would serve well to be readily available. Now, that's all speculation from a guy sitting in his basement making YouTube videos talking to a camera. Take that for what it is, but I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. If you disagree with me, this is where I want to hear from you. If you don't think these things are going to be readily available, if you think Wizards of the Coast is going to short print some of this, maybe inject a little FOMO and hype into the market, I want to know all about it in the comment section below. And not only that, but if you've never shared a hometown TCG video, make sure you do that with this video. And I guess the like button's more important than I thought. I never say to hit the like button. I always forget it. But if you stayed this long, you might as well. So thank you so much for hanging out today. This has been a blast. I think MH3 is set up to be the set of the year in 2024. Now, will it catch Lord of the Rings? The good thing is we have all the data. We're going to be able to find that out and evaluate that as time goes on. Thank you again for hanging out. Until next time, you guys know me. My name is Josh, and we will see you around. All right, that outro was a little bit jumbled, but I'm just so excited to talk about the market. Like, what do you want from me? I'm excited. Give me a break.